turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that Brigitte is actually a dive hero. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you something a bit ridiculous in this video. This has been discovered by Cappy OW. There is a link to his Twitch stream in the description. Also, it's on the screen. This is some insane Brigitte tech, which allows you to move like crazy. It lets you dive with Brigitte. This is insane. So just to show this off, here I am in Hanamura, second point. I'm right next to the swords, and what I'm going to do is what every Brigitte generally does when they want to move to, well, let's just imagine I've died, right? And I need to get back to the first point. So as I'm running, I'm going to do this, right? Because this lets me move. You can see the distance it's letting me move from the swords. You know, fairly decent. It's a good 5, 6, 7 meters maybe. I don't know. That's pretty good. But we're going to spray on the floor just so we know where we actually ended up. Now what we're going to do is walk back. This time, though, we're going to use the Brigitte tech. Yeah. Yeah, you can actually get further than that. In fact, if I go back and do it again, I can get further than that. So what I'm going to do is the crazy Brigitte tech once again. Yeah, so can you see where the texture sort of joins there? Can you see that faint line almost here? Let's imagine that, yeah, we kind of get here, right, which is cool. Let's see what happens if we shield bash back from this position. Do we get back to the spray? We don't. So actually, this is more than twice the distance of a shield bash movement. It's more than twice that distance, which is insane. So how the hell am I doing this? Well, it's actually quite simple. What you need to do is bring your barrier up, walk forward, jump as you're walking forward. That's the crucial thing. Do not stop and jump because it will not work. So it will not work even. So you walk, you jump forward. As you jump in the air, as you hit the apex of the jump, you shield bash, and then you immediately flail right after. Now, you can actually do this if you use the armor pack as well, or repair pack, whatever. What is their ability called? What is it called? Repair pack. If you use repair pack, it will do it as well. But obviously, there's nobody for me to use repair pack on. So, how would this work in the game? This is the big question, right? Is this super OP? Is this Brigitte absolutely broken because now she can move like crazy? Because now she can do this and jump forward. Obviously, I hit the steps there, so I didn't get as much sort of air. Yeah, now, this jump up here, from there to there, Brigitte can already make that with just the standard shield bash. You can just shield bash across there. You can also then shield bash from here to there. So this is things that she can do. But what about stuff that she couldn't do before? Well, you can actually get up there. You can get there. You can 100% do it. I've done this before, and I'm going to put the I'm going to put my name on the line and try and do this live in this video. But you can do it. Okay, so I messed up there, messed up. Okay, we can do this, we got this. It needs to kind of hit about there. Okay, we messed up again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give it one more go, and then I'll use some footage that I recorded, although this footage is kind of a bit laggy, but you guys will be able to see me make the jump if I don't make this one. So let's do it. Oh, no, nearly. But what I'm going to do is just stick some footage in, which you guys are seeing now. So obviously, yeah, you can see that you can make this jump. That is absolutely, utterly ridiculous. All right, so what about other usable areas on Hanamura? Well, to be honest, I mean, it's so crazy how far that throws you. That is insane. I wonder why that's happening as well. It must be something to do with the interaction of ability, of an instant cast ability with a movement ability. Causes you to conserve momentum. Now, I'm not a game designer, ladies and gentlemen, so I have no idea. So you could get over there. Now, you couldn't do this before. You can't do this with shield bash because you'll fall down into the hole. But now you can just run forward, jump, bang, boom. Yeah, okay. I'm in the back. I'm on a flanking mission. That's right. I'm Brigitte. I'm in the back. I'm going to do Brigitte things. This is insane. This is honestly totally insane. But of course, just from the standard, even if you're a terrible Brigitte and you're not going to use it for fancy movement, stuff like that, you can still just straight up use it to get to the point quicker. I mean, you can just straight up do this and you've got twice the distance there. That is huge. I mean, there are trick shots you can do in here, because what I like to compare this to is Doomfist, and that's what I'd like to do in this video. It's what I'd like you guys to do as well. Is Doomfist, when he punches, he can save or can conserve his momentum after the punch. So when you punch with Doomfist, if you jump at the end of the fist, you basically carry on flying forward so you can move faster. Now, you can do this to interact with ledges and edges and stuff like that. You can boot yourself up in the air. I tried to do that, but I totally failed to shield bash there. Let's just see if I can boot myself up in the air, because you can get up there with Doomfist, but let's see if I can do this. No, I kind of missed and just flew forward. So I think there might be some limitations to this, but there's obviously a lot of trick shots that you can do. So what I want to do now is not talk about trick shots, because who cares about that? Like trick tech jumps, you know, that's all good. What about jumps that actually make this super OP and super, super powerful? Well, let's go to Junkertown. Okay, so we're in Junkertown, and you're probably thinking, Sty, why are we going to Junkertown? Who cares about Junkertown? Look at that. Like, that is just insane. That jump is insane. Anyway, this is why we care about Junkertown, ladies and gentlemen. As a totally fair. I think it's because I'm trying to talk while I'm doing this, and it's just my brain is like scrambled. So think about Junkertown. Look at this here, right? If you're on the defense here with Brigitte, you kind of, you know, you be in this area here. Like maybe a Winston comes in, you want to smash the Winston up. You might drop down here and do a bit of work there. You know, it's all fine. It's all good. I shouldn't have destroyed that barrel. I could have jumped a bit, but whatever. It's all good. It's all fine. But there's actually a couple of opportunities that are now available to you, which they just weren't before. Now, I'm not saying that this is a good idea to go on a flanking mission with Brigitte, but you can totally do this. Look at that. What the hell? You can jump that. I mean, you could not do that before. Now, the thing to remember with this is you always lose height. You do not gain height. This means that I cannot jump from here and get across there. I can try to do it, but it won't work. One thing I can probably do, though, is maybe jump onto that ledge, although I think that's going to bounce me down. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, I don't quite have the power to get over there, but I could get up there. And in fact, you could get from here, so from there, over to there, which you might be able to do actually with just a shield bash. I don't know why you want to do that. That's not really going to help. So let's talk about things that would help. So you're on the attack. The enemy team is set up directly in front of us. What do you want to do? Maybe you want to dive with Winston and D.Va. This might be a pretty bad idea, because if they've got like a Bastion, let's say, or they've got their Orisa, or all their DPS is there, there's going to be a lot of damage. But you can do this now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that is mega powerful. This is something which worries me. This is something where I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be a bit strong. Brigitte should not have this level of movement. Like, this. Oh dear me, ladies and gentlemen. She should not have that level of movement where she can just fly across the map like that and get into positions that she shouldn't be in. I think it's good for a skill point of view, because this adds another element to Brigitte, right? Because now it's like, yeah, where are you going to do the skill jump? The good Brigitte will abuse the hell out of this. But is this going to be too strong? That's the problem, right? That's the big issue. Why can't I do that? I keep messing up. It's because I'm talking, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go to a different map, and let's look at some other examples. So I think let's go to Eichenwald. Okay, let's take a look at Eichenwald. Now, again, Eichenwald is one of these maps where there's probably a lot of trick jumps you can do. I mean, you can jump off this with Doomfist. So you can hit this with Doomfist and get up there. Now, I'll try this with Brigitte, but I'll probably die, but we can try it. No, there we go. So I did it. So there is access to the high ground there with Brigitte, which just was not possible before. That is absolutely insane, because it means you can just jump up here and you could contest somebody up here, which, I mean, it's crazy. That is really, really strong. Obviously, I mean, you could, like, look... like, I don't think you could make the jump. You might be able to get over there, actually. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, look at that. If that doesn't illustrate how crazy this really is, I don't know. Like, that movement there is insane. What the hell? I bet we could jump as well. I bet we could jump the gap. Yeah, I bet we could jump this as well. Yeah, totally. In before I just fall off and die, ladies and gentlemen. So, forward jump. Meant it. Totally meant it. Totally meant it. But let's jump back. Can we jump back, actually? Yeah, we should be able to. All right. Look at that. Yeah, I love it. That's crazy. You could flank. I mean, what the hell is this? This is crazy. So on this map, there's a lot more sort of usable Brigitte tech with it, right? Whereas on other maps, it's not as strong. Like in this area here, I don't really think there's too much. I mean, again, you could probably do a jump off this, but I don't know where that's going to take you. Access to high ground. In fact, you could probably get... we could jump up there, but that's not really doing anything. Oh, you could probably make that jump here, actually. Let's go and take a look at that. Okay, but you can already see that even right now, I'm using this to move around the map, which is crazy, right? Which is super, super powerful. Okay, so if we want to get over there, we're just going to be like, jump, boom, boom, off we go. Yeah, so this could be quite useful, because you could put pressure on like a Widowmaker or anybody in this area, because if you move from this way, go into the high ground there, normally you'd be stuck up here, and all you could do would be drop down or run back or whatever, but now you could just jump straight across here and start challenging people. That's just insanity. That is crazy. Right, let's think about other maps. What about... Oh, Watch Point Gibraltar. Let's go there. All right, so we're in Watch Point Gibraltar, and the reason why I want to come here is because I think this is going to be a very usable way to abuse this. And using the word abuse is kind of strong, right? But it kind of is. So a lot of the time here on this map, people generally set up inside here, or somebody will be there, like, because they'll be on the high ground, maybe like, I don't know, let's just say their Genji's in there messing about or whatever. But maybe this is where your team wants to attack. Now, in the past, before we knew we could do this with Brigitte, you would go over there with like a Winston maybe. Let's say like a Mercy could follow. Let's say a Diva could go with a Winston. Now you can do this. Yeah, like, that's crazy, because now you're in this... I mean, this is just Brigitte territory, right? You got your shield, you're bashing. See, the other thing with this is there is an element of... It's heavy resource investment, right? So to be able to do this, you're basically moving forward, you're jumping your shield bash, you're flailing, and then you can still actually primary attack. You've still got your shield, you've still got your armor pack, and you can actually trigger this with repair pack or armor pack. Why do I keep getting this thing confused? Repair pack. You can trigger it with that, but you need to do it to an ally. So, but yeah, like, this is... I don't think it's that much of an investment, really, is it? Now, there's going to be loads of trick shots. I think if you're like a Doomfist... well, not really. I guess they are trick shots. If you're a Doomfist main and you're really, really good and you know the places where you can punch to get loads of air, it's exactly the same for Brigitte. She can do exactly the same thing. In fact, there, look, this is accessible as well. So you can just go like that, jump straight across. Yeah, this is really, really, like, this is really, really good. Like, really, really good. It's crazy how much distance you get. So I think, yeah, like, there's probably other uses for this as well. You guys go crazy in the comments below. Like, where do you think you could use this and it would just be straight up OP? Because I don't think I'm really interested right now in people who are going to get super good with this and like do all the crazy trick shots and whatever. If you guys remember, you had Genji used to be able to ledge boost, and that was like really ridiculous because Genji could hit a ledge. So let's say if he did it just right, if he hit the ledge there and then he sort of dashed, he'd fly for miles. Like, he could literally jump across a map. That was crazy. This is more similar to Doomfist. In fact, while I'm talking about Doomfist, let's just get Doomfist and show you what I mean. So that there, conserving them... actually, that's not my spawn, is it? Let's just die. Goodbye, cruel world. This is similar to Doomfist to me. So in my head, there's two things going on here. This adds extra skill to the hero. This means that Brigitte now has a movement set which she didn't have before, which makes her... as I'm choking to death, which makes her sort of have a higher skill ceiling. So let's just take a look at this. So Doomfist, this is what I mean by Doomfist. So when you punch with Doomfist, that's what you get. However, if you jump when you punch, this is what you get. So as you go and then you jump, you see you conserve momentum. That's basically what's happening here with Brigitte. And the big question is it a problem? Doomfist is a hero that's built on movement abilities. So for Doomfist, it's not really that bad, right, that he can do this. This is sort of like, okay, that's part of Doomfist kit. But Brigitte, should she really have that level of movement where she can just go wherever she pleases? Okay, she can't go wherever she pleases, but she can do things that were just not possible until this tech was discovered. And this begs the question, will Blizzard nerf this? Are Blizzard on the verge of going, okay, this is just too OP? Because clearly they didn't know this was a thing. Or if they did, they were hoping people wouldn't find it. But obviously, people have found it. And, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I think it's both good and bad, but I think this is really strong in certain situations that I think I've probably showed you in this video. Guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.